In the high-stakes realm of the UEFA Champions League, speed is a critical asset that can often dictate the outcome of matches. As the tournament advances into the round of 16, fans are buzzing with excitement over which players have showcased their lightning-fast abilities this season. Recently, Sports Illustrated unveiled a list that ranks the top 10 fastest players in the Champions League, revealing some surprising names that are making headlines on the pitch. Leading the pack is Erling Haaland of Manchester City, clocking in an impressive speed of 22.7 miles per hour. The Norwegian striker's pace has not only made him a formidable force in the Premier League but now also positions him as a key player in the Champions League. Just behind him is Achraf Hakimi from Paris Saint-Germain PSG, who registered a speed of 22.68 miles per hour, followed closely by Kylian Mbappe, now playing for Real Madrid, at 22.61 miles per hour. The presence of these elite players underscores the competitive nature of the Champions League, where every fraction of a second counts. Speed is not just about raw pace, it's about how effectively players can use that speed to create opportunities and disrupt defenses, said Max Mallow, the Sports Illustrated editor who reported on the rankings. Other notable names in the top 10 include Matheus Nunes of Manchester City and Mama Bald from Stade Brestois 29, indicating a mix of established stars and rising talents. Notably, the rankings reflect the blend of players from various clubs, with teams like Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund also contributing to the list. This diversity illustrates the global talent pool present in the tournament, with players from different leagues showcasing their skills on one of the biggest stages in football. As the Champions League continues to unfold, the implications of these speed rankings extend beyond mere statistics. Teams often tailor their strategies around player strengths, and having speedsters like Haaland and Mbappe can transform offensive plays and counterattacks. Their ability to break away from defenders and create scoring opportunities can be the difference between advancing to the next round or facing elimination. Looking ahead, the second legs of the round of 16 promise to be thrilling as teams vie for a place in the quarter-finals. With speeds like those showcased by the top 10 players, fans can expect exhilarating gameplay filled with rapid transitions and breathtaking moments. The upcoming matches will not only test the tactical prowess of the coaches but also the physical limits of these athletes. As the tournament progresses and teams prepare for the next challenges, it will be intriguing to see how these players leverage their speed to influence their team's fortunes. The quest for Champions League glory is far from over, and with each match new stories are being written highlighting the intersection of speed, skill and strategy in the beautiful game. As the Premier League season approaches its thrilling conclusion, the stakes are rising, particularly for teams vying for coveted spots in next year's UEFA Champions League. While Liverpool has established a commanding lead at the top of the table, the battle for the remaining positions is intensifying, with notable contenders like Chelsea and Manchester City facing the real possibility of missing out on European competition next season. The current league standings illustrate a tightly contested race, with just 6 points separating teams in 3rd through 10th place. Chelsea, sitting 5th, has not been immune to the pressures of the Premier League, and the increasing competitiveness from clubs like Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest poses a significant challenge. Bournemouth in particular has emerged as a dark horse, demonstrating resilience and strategic prowess under manager Andoni Iraola, and is well positioned to disrupt the status quo. The scenario is complicated further by the potential for England to send a 5th team to the Champions League next season thanks to favorable UEFA coefficients. However, both Chelsea and Manchester City find themselves precariously close to the edge, with their recent performances raising eyebrows. Chelsea's schedule ahead includes formidable opponents such as Arsenal and Liverpool, making their path to securing a top 4 finish increasingly daunting. Enzo Maresca, Chelsea's manager, has struggled to replicate the consistency expected from a club of Chelsea's stature, which could lead to dire consequences if results do not improve. Nottingham Forest sits in 3rd place, benefiting from a surprisingly strong season. Their upcoming fixtures, including a crucial match against Manchester City, could solidify their position in the Champions League spots. Historically, teams like Forest have not fared well in such high-stakes situations, but their current form suggests they could defy expectations. Meanwhile, Manchester City, despite their struggles this season, still possesses the talent and experience to make a late push for the top four, although their inconsistency remains a significant concern. The potential for upheaval extends beyond the established elite as clubs like Bournemouth and Newcastle United also seek to capitalize on any slip-ups from their rivals. Bournemouth's recent performance is highlighted by a strong goal difference and a favorable upcoming schedule. Suggests they could be a serious contender for European football. Their ability to stabilize defensively under Iraola has given them a fighting chance to secure a spot in next year's Champions League. As the season winds down, the narrative surrounding Chelsea's fortunes will be critical to follow. The club's hefty investments in player acquisitions totaling nearly £1.7 billion in recent years have not yet translated into the expected on-pitch success. With UEFA tightening regulations on squad costs, Chelsea's financial outlay complicates their situation, particularly given their current precarious standing in the league. In conclusion, the battle for Champions League spots in the Premier League is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic in recent history. While Liverpool and Arsenal seem likely to secure their places, the remaining contenders, Chelsea, Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, and Bournemouth, must navigate a challenging final stretch. As clubs strive for both financial stability and on-field success, the outcome of this season could redefine the landscape of English football and set the stage for an exhilarating next season. The coming weeks will be crucial, and the implications of who qualifies for European competitions will resonate throughout the footballing world long after the final whistle blows. As the 2024-25 Serie A season intensifies, Italian football fans are poised for a thrilling weekend of action, with key matches set to unfold on Paramount Plus and CBS Sports Golazo Network. This week's highlight includes a crucial encounter between Juventus and Atalanta, which could significantly shape the title race. Meanwhile, AC Milan finds itself in a precarious position, grappling with a string of poor performances that have left supporters anxious about the club's future. Juventus will host Atalanta at the Allianz Stadium on Sunday, March 9 at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. The Bianconeri enter this matchup buoyed by a recent home victory against Hellas Verona and are only 6 points behind league leaders Inter, who recently drew against Napoli. Juventus' aspirations for the title hinge on their ability to capitalize on this home advantage. Atalanta, however, faces mounting pressure after failing to secure a win against Venezia last weekend. With 3 draws in their last 5 matches, their hopes for a title challenge are dwindling. The match is expected to be tightly contested, with odds indicating a slight edge for Juventus at plus 145 while Atalanta stands at plus 200. In contrast, AC Milan's campaign has taken a disheartening turn. The Rossoneri are scheduled to face Lecce on Saturday, March 8. At 12 p.m. Eastern Time, desperately seeking a turnaround after suffering 3 consecutive defeats. Currently sitting in 9th place, Milan's chances for a top 4 finish and subsequent European football qualification are hanging by a thread. Manager Sergio Conceição is under scrutiny as reports suggest his position could be in jeopardy if results do not improve. He acknowledged the pressing need for tactical adjustments in his press conference, emphasizing the importance of a productive week of training. Lecce, under the management of Marco Giampaolo, has had a mixed season but remains above the relegation zone with a narrow margin. Giampaolo's squad will be keen to exploit Milan's vulnerabilities, particularly since the Rossoneri have conceded 2 or more goals in their last 3 league outings. This matchup is crucial for both sides, with Milan needing a victory to restore confidence and Lecce looking to capitalize on their adversary's struggles. The weekend's fixtures also include Napoli hosting Fiorentina on Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Despite a recent draw against Inter, Napoli remains a contender for the title but must overcome a 5-game winless streak. A victory against Fiorentina will be essential to maintain pressure on Inter, who will face Monza the day prior. As the league progresses into matchday 28, fans are eager to tune into the action. Matches will be broadcasted on Paramount Plus, allowing viewers to witness the drama unfold live. The stakes are high, with clubs battling for glory and survival in one of Europe's most competitive leagues. Looking ahead, the outcomes of these matches will not only impact the title race but also set the tone for the remainder of the season. AC Milan's ability to reverse their fortunes will be particularly pivotal as they strive to restore their status among Italy's elite clubs. With every match carrying significant implications, the excitement and unpredictability of Serie A continue to captivate football enthusiasts around the globe.